week is, oh, thanks, Ben. Perfect. Okay. What we generally do is we start with a little bit of a recap of the previous weeks. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend about 8 minutes doing that and whizzing through. We're going to share, these sessions are recorded, so we'll share this after or tomorrow. It will be posted on the channels. And also, I'm going to find a slide share so we can actually share the slides in full with everybody as well. So we'll do slide share or one of those, and we'll chuck it up on the blog and share that out as well. So what we've got is it needs effort. We've talked about that quite a lot. So making sure that gifting is front and center on your websites and on your point of house. I was in a Miller and Carter steakhouse on Sunday. And as soon as you walk through the door, there was a display cabinet there. They had basically the envelopes for gift cards. So you could pick one up and then walk to the bar, and they would then do the gift card and slot it in the envelope. But it was a display front and center to buy the gift of Miller and Carter at the front of house. You just couldn't miss it. It was the only thing on the entrance. In week one, we covered some key dates. Black Friday is the 26th, Cyber Monday is the 29th, obviously Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, Boxing Day sales and January sales for the bounce back. We talked about making sure that the shop was being shared on all of the different channels and to make sure that you were driving people and reducing the clicks down. So if you were selling a bottomless brunch experience or selling a Sunday lunch experience, you actually link to that. Make sure that you are doing lots of things, lots of products on the stores, so it's more of a shopping experience. We want people to come back to you and know that you're available for gifting in the future. Make sure that you're using promo codes to warm customers up, so running competitions, doing little discounts, doing little testers with people, and also switching on marketing consent. Physical cards will give you an uplift of around 25%, and the customers will invariably choose, about 40% of them will choose to pay £2.95 to have something physically delivered rather than doing it digitally. We do a wood pulper card and it's environmentally friendly and it lasts for ages, and you can put a QR code on it as well as a mag stripe as well as various other things. And we can do it all from scratch for you, design, print and everything else, and there's some pricing there. We also do this on-demand physical voucher, which is a recent setup. So if you're doing a weekend stay experience, you don't want to do a gift card for it, you can do something now on demand. Retail is gaining some traction from different brands. So have a think about what retail you can pull together for your brands and package things up. And we've brought out a range of hampers to help you do that, where it says the Joiner's Kitchen, that would be your sticker and your branding. And these are available in minimum quantities of, I think, 50. So if you want to give that a go, I think there's Bellini kits and all sorts of stuff in there. There's a link on the website. We've talked about that. There's configuration of postage now as part of the platform, so you can set all of that up, or we can do it for you. There's an Academy article that links off there. Pricing wise, there's some product pricing for retail there, and also for letters and small parcels, and also alcohol. Delivery can be expensive, so what we recommend there is, if you're doing retail fulfillment, you build some of the price of the delivery into the price of the product, so that the delivery cost is less. And yeah, hopefully that will make the consumer more attractive for them to be buying from you. A little bit about fraud. We've now put recapture in place on Toggle. You can turn it on and off on your account. So if you are suffering a bit of fraud, as well as turning on Stripe Radar and Braintree's equivalent, recapture is now available. And we've had a hotel client that's been hit quite hard with a bot basically trying fraudulent credit card numbers, and the recapture has just knocked that on the head. So that is now available and free to use on your account. Week 2, we did prep of Black Friday and Cyber Monday, times of day. So in 2019, midday was the best time. In 2020, it was 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. and the average purchase value was £43.37. In 2019, the average discount was 20%. We saw a big switch to digital, as you would expect, in 2019. Pretty much all digital last year. Nobody was really doing postage. Doesn't need to be a discount. It can be something added value. So Pergola, which is part of Incipio, they added a free bottle of Veuve Clicquot champagne to a £100 gift card. And obviously they sent the gift card out through the post, but you collected the bottle of champagne when you visited. And what that allowed them to do was actually split gift. So people were buying like £100 gift card for a family friend or for a colleague, and then they were enjoying the champagne themselves, or vice versa. Revolution had some quite good fun with theirs, so big Black Friday big deals, and they added value. So they put £20 on top of selected gift cards, which was an interesting way of doing it. Hi, Liam. And that worked quite well for those guys as well. And it was up to £20 on top. So they were doing a £100 gift card or a £50 gift card and adding £10, £100 adding £20, and so on and so forth. And with their vodka flavor range, they did a discount on it of 10% and also offered free delivery. Yep. So just you might see a drop off in sales in October and in early November as people wait for Black Friday for deals. Don't be shy in telling your customers what's coming up. Go hard early with Black Friday. So start talking to your customers early. We'd recommend about a week. Let them know something's coming. Do it across your different channels. Make sure it's briefed into the business. Potentially give your team early access to a specific offer. So think about something you could be doing with your team and rewarding with your team, and have a look at what other people did last year. I did that, and I just did it through my emails. What in general, just thinking about prep, thinking about the visuals. Obviously photos sell, so make sure your imagery is good. Get collections live, so you can actually be do more of an e-commerce approach for people. Package things up, take a look at your menu, see what you can put together. I think Boston Tea Party sell a breakfast which is just called the Hangover Cure, and it's just a £12.95 gift card. Make sure that your prepping and your CRM is ready. So make sure you've got opt-in turned on. Target your highest engaged customers first. Really, really important. This, don't just send emails to your whole database, because actually if 75% of your database isn't engaged with you, that will slow down the algorithms with or damage the algorithms with Gmail and with Hotmail and BT Internet and Mac.com and all of those providers. And potentially they'll start sending you to spam, or they'll slow down the delivery of your emails. So just make sure that you target the best customers on your database first, and make sure you use split testing on your email subject lines, because for Airship, we will send the best people on your database the emails on the split test first, and then that will help warm up your IPs. Okay. Have a think about retail. So think about that as well. It doesn't just need to be a gift card. It can think about a whole host of other things. If you're going to do retail stuff, think about stock and how much you need, and how we replenish stock if you sell out, and whether we're going to do it for you. Promotions are a really good tool. Obviously for Black Friday, we do a promo code, we do a special offer. You can apply it to certain products. We'll dig into that a little bit today on the demo. And then there's some marketing checklists in there and some timelines. Okay, so I'm not going to run through all of those. We'll give you the slides after. So yeah, that's that. So week 3 then, what we thought we'd do, has anybody got any questions on any of that? Appreciate I've just rambled my way through it for 10 minutes. No? Okay. So week 3, what we thought we were going to do with this is we were going to first of all just jump onto the platform and just have a quick look at some things. And this is really a bit of Q&A this, so you can ask questions as we go, and hopefully you can see the dashboard there. And this is through our Joiners Kitchen site. So I'm just going to open the Joiners Kitchen up so you can see it. I'm going to minimize you in my window here as well, he says, hopefully. There we go. Okay, so this is the joiner's kitchen, and this is the dummy shop that we have. What you can see that we've got on here is that we've got our collections on there and our experiences and masterclasses, and there'll probably be some random stuff on here as well, because it's what we use to test and demo when we introduce new things. And as I run through this, we've got a bundle over here, and it's indicated by the little stripe on there. It's a bread and cake bundle, and it's for different masterclasses where they've basically been bundled together. And yeah, you can see that that's there of them. It's also got a promo code attached to it, which is within the text there. So enter promo code PERFECT on checkout and save 20%. So bundling something together, and then in the text actually saying, if you want to buy this, if you put the PERFECT in the checkout, you'll save 20% on it. And when people go through that, it would then say that it's one bread masterclass, one cake masterclass, and they can check out basically. And there's the little flash there for save 20% today. And I'll show you in a second how that would work and how you would set it up. I'm just going to remove all of this stuff and start again on this one here. You've also got things like, well, there's a bit of animation there. There's another flash there for a special offer on an afternoon tea, which is 10% off. This one here, which is beer delivery at home, has basically got availability on it. So this is showing how many are available, again, which is very easy to do and set up. This invisible chips is UK hospitality, and sorry, it's hospitality action, and this is a pay it forward, so there's no card associated with it. It's just about paying forward to a local community group or a charity. This has also got a flash on it for pay it forward, and it's got a volume that's available. And as you can see, there's, you know, some decent choices on here of different things that are available that people can buy, including the gift card. Okay, so the dashboard for this basically is an overview of all of the sales. Everybody knows all of these things. So this is the total sales, this is the redemptions, this is the average days until first redemption and the active balance. That's all fine. You've then got the purchases section where you can create new purchases. And if you do retail fulfillment or card fulfillment yourself, this is really important up at the top here where it says you've got 15 pending orders. So if you click on that, you can see actually the orders that need fulfilling, okay, in there, and they'll all be postal, obviously. And then when you click on those, you can fulfill the order and you can see and send it out, and you can mark it as dispatched, okay, whether that's a retail item or a card item. And, you know, you can obviously, in our training sessions, you can go through all of that. The shop side of things is very straightforward. So obviously what we've got are these different gift cards and experiences and things. We can see in there, there's lots of tests going on at the moment for lots of different things. So we've got a bundle here, which basically bundles together 2 items from within the shop. It's really straightforward to do that. These are the bundles here where you select from your different experiences and gift cards where you can basically put them together. And then you've got subcategories as well, which you can add to and add things, multiple subcategories basically into the section. I could add a third product and do a 3 bundle there and add a third product to it. So there's the best ever breakfast. And the subcategory would be this £15 one for one person, or this £26 one for 2 people. So then you've got the descriptions, and then you've got the imagery. We have now introduced this multiple imagery in here. So you can actually, oh, hello, that's interesting. You can actually add things in as you do that. Let me reshare my screen. There we go. Okay. So you can now add multiple images in, and I'll show you what that looks like on one of the Brewhouse and Kitchen websites. Okay, so within the shop there, what you've got is you've got the ability to add a product, and you can add a gift card, an experience, a pay it forward, a retail product, or as a bundle. If you add an experience, the format's pretty much the same. You can add multiple images, you can give it a name, give it a description, give it a long description. Remember, you want to be as descriptive as possible for the customer. You can have it as physical or as digital or both. You can then activate it by activating it. And then you've got your different values down here. So you can put your subcategories in of your different, what it's called. Might be days away. It could be a bottomless brunch experience for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however many people. So you can add that. This, if you put the limited to in here and say there's 100 available, that display number remaining there, when there are 25, means that that flash will then come up on the product itself on the shop and say how many are available, and it will start counting down. Validity rules is basically about when it becomes active, and we would recommend 1 day after purchase. And then the expire card balance, we would recommend 12 months after purchase. Okay, so you basically, what you're saying is that once they've purchased it, it's live for 12 months. Now, if it's Black Friday, if you're doing a 50% discount or a 20% discount, basically you could say that on a specific date, which is the, let's say the 31st of March, it expires on the 31st of March, and you'll remind people 4 weeks before expiry. Okay, and I'll show you how to set that up in a second in the emails, and then you save that off. And it could be then that this, what you've just set up here, is actually a Black Friday experience. So it's the Black Friday bottomless brunch. Okay, and it's digital only. And then you've got your long description for it. You activate it, you put it live on your web shop, or you make it a private event. Now, if it's a private event, it means that the only way that people will find it is if you send it out on your social channels or on email. Okay, it's active so people can buy it, but it's private, which means that it's not going to appear on your Toggle store. I hope that makes sense for everybody. So let's make it public. And then you put in your long description, you put your value in, and basically it could be a bottomless brunch for 2. Okay, and the price of it could be £50, and then this one could be a bottomless brunch, and the price of it could be £100. Okay, and once you've set that up and saved it off, there's only 100 of them available. It's going to display when 25 are available here. It's available 1 day after purchase, and it's going to expire on the 31st of March. So basically they've got, you could say here that actually the card becomes available 1 week after purchase. Okay, or you could put a specific date in. So you could say that the Black Friday bottomless brunch experience is available, valid after the 1st of the 1st. I wouldn't recommend that date. I would say the 3rd of the 1st. And it's valid until the 31st of March. And you're going to send a reminder 4 weeks before the event expires. Okay. And now if we then save that off, let me just copy and paste this. This is where I run into trouble because I've not got a graphic ready for it. So if I popped a graphic in there, I'm just going to pull one off my other screen here. And then I'll save it off, and then we'll actually set up we'll set something up on as a discount on it. There is Manchester bottomless brunch there. So save image as, save, okay. Okay, desktop downloads, bottomless brunch. So if this works, great. Okay, good. And I'm going to save it. Okay, all right, good. All changes have been saved. Okay, so if I now go on my Joiner's Kitchen over here and click on shop, what we're going to hope is that, oh, it's not there. 1 second. Refresh. Okay, so we've got our Black Friday bottomless brunch there. Okay, and there's the nice image from which I've stolen off the internet. Looks good to me. And then we've got our bottomless brunch 2 or for 4. Okay, how many? And you could literally go on there and buy that now. So on the toggle dashboard, then, if I go to the promotions section, and I basically create a new promotion, I could do a promo code, and I could do the Black Friday bottomless brunch, and I could do in there bottom. There we go, a little bit of funny. So promotion code is bottom, and the discount is, let's say it's a percentage, and it is 25%. Okay, and we're going to allow 100 users. We're going to give it a start date of Black Friday, which is the 26th, and an end date of Black Friday, which is the 26th. And this runs basically from 1 minute past midnight to 11:59 p.m. And then all we do is we apply it to specific products. And in that specific products here, what we can do is we can find the Black Friday one, and it's right at the end there. And we can attach it to that, and then we can just put it live. And we just say limit use 1 code per basket equals yes, and click save. And that promotion then basically will go live on that day. You might want to put it live the day before and tickle it out to the best people on your database and say to them, hey, there's early access here. There's only 100 of these available, and actually save 25% on the bottomless brunch. And if you do that, just need to say that it's available to use in 2022, and it's valid from the 3rd of January and through till the 31st of March. Okay. And you're better doing that actually in the item description. So I'm going to save that back off there. I'm going to go back to the shop, and within the shop here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the bottomless brunch, which is right down at the bottom. I can grab it on the edge here, and I can move it up, which I am going to do as well, because actually I want it at the top of my shop. So a little bit of UI interest there. So Black Friday there, let's take it right to the top. Okay, so many items, we need to clear some of these out, guys. Black Friday. And there we go. That's what happens when it happens. There we go. We're right at the top now. So I'm actually going to click into that. And in the description here, I'm going to put this is a special offer and is valid from 01/01/2022 to 31/03/2022. Okay, and then so I've put it in the special description there, just enough characters, because I want that front and center with the customer, because I don't want to cause any customer problems basically at the front of house. You'll see down at the bottom here is a product direct URL as well. So actually in that one there, I could copy out that URL, and that's what I could be posting directly onto my Joiner's Kitchen social channels or sending out in my emails. Okay, I hope that makes sense to everybody. Has anybody got any questions before I move on that? No. Okay, all good, all good. I will move on. All right, so we've just talked a little bit about promotions there and how to add a promotion and how to edit a promotion as well. Obviously, what we've got is you've got top-up promotions where you add value as rather than discount off. So have a mess around with different ones. In the customize section, obviously, we've got the textiles and the color of the store, the background image. We've also got in there now image covers as well. So you can do tiles, vertical, tile horizontal, sorry, and fixed. So that's about the background coverage of the background image there. On the page text, the home page here, you've got all of the different information and the order thanks page now as well. There's lots and lots of different information that you can complete here to help your customers and reduce down any poor customer service issues. Image displays, you've got letterbox and square. Okay, so the square images are a little bit nicer when it comes to social media and how people generally look at things now. The gift emails, obviously you want gift emails turned on. You've got different instructions. So if it was for the bottomless brunch, Basically, what you want to be doing is making sure that you include a call to action in there and how people need to redeem with you as well, if that's any additional information in there that you can include. There's the receipt emails, the reminder emails. If you set up reminders, don't forget to use your card. Your bottomless brunch is about to expire, whatever it might be. Need to think about turning those on and making sure that those expiry emails are being sent. You want the visit. Okay, it's really important. You don't want the expired revenue. You want the customer to visit and to fall in love with your brand, and not to have that experience that says, oh, look at that, I had a gift card and it's expired. You want them to come in. Your domain is in that section as well, and obviously your legal stuffs, including there's a T's and C's there, which is really useful. So if you are doing a bottomless brunch experience and it is limited to a customer drinking 3 bottles of Prosecco, or 1 bottle of Prosecco or whatever it is, make sure you've got it in your terms and conditions. So put a paragraph in there and then turn that on, so they need to tick to accept it. And again, it's just about covering you and hopefully being transparent to the customer as well. You collect marketing consent there as well. So turn that on and you've got your marketing consent copy, which should be the same as what people sign up to you on the website when they're signing up to a newsletter. So that will collect consent from both the purchaser and the recipient if the recipient registers their gift or their gift card. Okay. In the settings section here, we've got all of the postage. It can be quite confusing, all of that. So please lean on us for help on how to set up any of the postage. We've got the postage categories as well. Obviously, we're testing on ours, so there's tons of them on there. There's the payment settings, so connected with Stripe or Trust, Global, Braintree, and Adyen. PayPal are coming in December as well, if you prefer to use PayPal. We're going to run a bit of a campaign to move people off Stripe and onto cheaper payment processors, because Stripe's the most expensive at 1.4% and 20p a transaction, unless you've got an individual deal with them. The site settings, really important to make sure that all of your sites are set up so that redemptions can be collected at any of them. We need to delete some of these guys. And then your unique codes, if you're printing cards, that's how you get them there. Integrations are all now laid out. Not sure if everybody's seen this, but if you're a zonal EPOS, you basically plug in your site reference numbers here. And it's really important that we get your EPOS tested and live and working before people start coming in as well. And then the general setting here, there's tons of them now. So you can request a telephone number on checkout. Okay, and that might be a really good opportunity for you to actually add a little bit of a layer of customer service in, where you ring people up and say, hey, thanks for buying a bottomless brunch gift card. Do you know when you want to come in? And just go over and above with customers. You've got unique QR codes on there as well, where you can turn them on in your emails. You've got POS mode. If we're not integrated with your POS, we can now sell a gift card in POS mode, which I didn't know, truthfully, but don't tell the team. So that's quite good. So you can sell a gift card even if we're not integrated with the tills. You've got use toggle for fulfillment. Okay, that's fine. That's only for me. Now, this is quite important here. Google Tracking ID and Google Tag Manager Container ID. So what you can do with this is you can go onto your Google Analytics and you can get your Tag Manager ID and you can paste it within this field. Okay. And what that means then is that when people use Toggle and use your Toggle store, all of that ROI, all of that return on investment basically calculated will come through your Google Analytics, and you'll see where your social campaigns, your CRM campaigns, your different campaigns are basically working. And those will pull through so that at least when people are asking you, how much ROI did we get from our social channel or from that £1,000 spend, you'll see that coming through. Okay, so I would recommend that you put in your Google Tracking ID and your Tag Manager ID. And if you're unsure about how those things work in general, just go onto YouTube or onto Google and just watch a video for 2 minutes on how it works, because it's really important to understand where your marketing spend is being put. Now, the next section here is around recapture. So you can turn it on and put in a threshold. I would recommend that you speak to our support team if you want to enable recapture. Okay, speak to the support team and they'll help you get it set up. Okay. Now let me just discard the changes there. Good. Now let's just jump back onto the deck. Has anybody got any questions at this point?
Sorry, I just had one. With the emails that can be sent out with the vouchers, is it just one profile that you can have for all the promotions, or can it be tailored to each offer that you've got?
It can be tailored to each offer that you've got. So I think, Dave, let me just have a look here, because I think that when you go into a product, let me just find one. There's my bottomless brunch experience. I think that on here, you've got at the bottom there, do you see that?
Oh, yeah, custom email.
Yeah. So if I add a custom email to that, oh, hello, Georgina. If I add a custom email to that, then I can put it into there, and basically that can have its own call to action and its own instructions as to how they redeem that experience.
Because I was just looking at the big difference between like an experience one and just a gift card, because you don't want all the T's and C's on just a generic one.
No. So yeah, you add it to that custom one there, and you can put it all in there. Is that okay?
Yeah, like I didn't see that little box at the bottom, and I couldn't see any way of selecting what offer on the settings.
Yep. Okay. Right. Let's jump onto the deck for today, and we'll have a whiz through. So some top 10 tips then. So make sure your payment gateway is set up, create all your different locations, integrate with your EPOS or have your POS mode set up, create a gift card, create an experience. If you've got retail, great. If you've got stuff kicking about that you want to sell and you can package it up and send it out, great. Think about physical gift cards and on demand, because now's the time to get them in place. Make sure you've got expiry set up for all products. Okay, you don't want products to run on and on and on. They're a liability on your balance sheet, and your FD will not thank you. So make sure, we would recommend that a gift card has 12 months on it. Okay, you should only do short expiries on things that generally are a special offer or a discount. You know, a Black Friday is fine to run a 90-day expiry on it, or to have it activating on the 3rd of January next year and running for 12 months then. But make sure you lay out in your T's and C's and also in the product description what the terms are. Otherwise, you'll just get complaints. Make sure that you've got your custom domain set up, and our team are doing something around domains at the moment, and they can give you some guidance on that. Just speak to them about it and collect marketing consent as well, because basically, why wouldn't you? Thinking about social media, and thanks, Ben, for throwing this stuff together today. We're quite good at it with Toggle. We do sort of takeovers of our different social media presences and website presences and stuff with different campaigns that we run. Obviously, at the moment, it's Toggle time. So everywhere you see, everything's Toggle time. But think about how you can make sure that you build up that campaign awareness and then that momentum as well as you go here. And obviously, Christmas bookings, absolutely paramount now. Christmas gifting, absolutely paramount now as well. So just push it and push it and push it. Paid ads are a really good idea. They can be quite expensive. We would suggest that you pull down your CRM data, create custom audiences within your social channels, and then do targeted advertisements like that, rather than doing broad brush approach. You could also be doing retargeting as well. Certainly where you've been sending out gift emails to people and you've got those click rates coming through. So you could be, you know, taking that as an export and uploading it to social. Giving away, running competitions is a really good way of just highlighting the fact that you do gift cards. So have a think about little competitions you could run in the next 2 weeks, where you go into your social channels and you're basically saying, hey, we've got a £50 gift card to give away. And then you're sending people well, they're liking and commenting, or you're sending them to a form where they're filling out their details. Maybe you've got a link in there to your shop. I did it on my LinkedIn yesterday, where I ran a little competition about Toggle doing its millionth transaction, but I put a link in there to our hamper pages as well, to bring attention to our hamper collection. At the same time as running a competition, giving away a Toggler gift card. So all it is just about awareness. It's just about making your customers aware that you do gift cards, that they are available, that they can be purchased in-house, that they can be purchased online. And if you've got, if you do tagging of friends in there, as Ben suggested here, on and put Instagram stories in there, you'll just get good reach from it. And it's just about making sure that you're just driving traffic to your Toggle page. Obviously, Black Friday is the 26th of November, but actually thinking about all of those key dates as we go through the countdown to Christmas, really. And also on Christmas morning, as well as on Christmas Eve, as well as Boxing Day, thinking about those different occasions where you can push. We're going to send out a Toggle calendar in the post to everybody in the next week or so with some goodies. So just look out for a package dropping through your letterbox as well. Oh, hello. Now, this is something that we did with the Alchemist, I think, last year. So as an incentive for Christmas bookings, you could offer a gift card. So I think the Alchemist did a table of 10. So there it is. So 2-week countdown, book tables before. They did this as the 31st of October, but I know Christmas bookings are late. So you could be saying book a table before the 14th of November. And if it's a table of 10, we'll give you a £50 gift card to use next year. And then you can go on to Toggle and you can basically just pull that £50 gift card down. Once the customer's booked in with you, once they've paid their deposit, you can activate that gift card to be kick in on the 1st of January next year. And you can basically drive booking incentives using Toggle as a gift card platform for a free of charge gift card. Okay, really straightforward to do that. This is a little bit about Google Analytics again, and thinking about that cost per impression and the ROI. So when you're marketing, and especially when you're putting paid behind it, just make sure that you've got your Google Analytics set up correctly. Also, when you've got your gift card, when you launched and you're going with it, make sure your front of house teams know that you're selling gift cards and how those gift cards are sold or how customers can buy them. Because it's often that people will go into the pub or go into the restaurant and say, oh, do you sell gift cards? You know, and you just want to make sure that every member of staff is prepped to say, yeah, we sell them, but you can only buy them online. Or yes, we sell them and we've got some behind the bar. I can top you one up now and give you one to go. Okay. Revolution Bars, I think last year or the year before last, incentivized their team to do it. And actually, every time there was a transaction through the till, somebody would be saying, oh, do you want to buy a gift card? Do you want to buy a gift card? So just make sure that the front of house is a good sales team. And give something back. It's a really good time now to give something back. So we've got Pay It Forward built into the platform. You can, select a local community group, a local charity. It could be local scouts. It could be anything really, which you can then bundle up with a gift card and go to your customers and say, we're doing a little fundraise for, whatever it might be. But we're doing a little fundraise during the festive period for this local charity, and bundle it up with a gift card. And then if you're doing a Black Friday offer, you see the customer might buy something at £50, they're getting 10% off, but actually they don't mind paying £5 towards a local charity as part of the bundle, because in effect it's not costing them in their minds anything. Okay, and then finally, the final thing today is just marketing up to the wire. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day broadcasts will deliver revenue and help customers get out the scrape. Nobody likes visiting a petrol station on either of those days. And that is it for me today. I hope that's been helpful. Has anybody got any questions? Yep. Okay. We're a little bit earlier than previously. We will put this recording up on social media as usual. And yeah, and we'll pull together some more content for next week. I think it's going to be about in-house next week, isn't it? Yep. Okay. All right. Good. So if there's nothing else from anybody, that's it from me this morning. Thanks very much for your time. Thanks very much for dialing in. Cheers, and we'll see you soon. Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. All right. See you.